東方丈介、お前はこの西村奥安のザ・ハンドが消す。
Wagwan people of today, it's me ShiverAway, and Troublesome Battlegrounds 2 just got another update, and we finally have the one and only Okuyasu himself in game from part 4. So in this video I'm going to be going over all of his moves and the combos you can do with him, as well as some live in the field gameplay so you guys know how you use him and how I use him. But before we get into that, be sure to like the video right now and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So without further ado, into the video.
Forward on my own, there's a bright and shining pure light coming through the darkness of the night. Now I can't help crying for my life in this endless time that I live inside. Take a closer look at who you are, it's reflected deep inside my heart.
Okay, so let us waste no time. We're here with the main man Okuyasu. So right now you already know he's got his stand HANDO, and look, there you go. Boom, boom, boom. That's 3 damage per M1, which is pretty standard. And we have his barrage, 0.3 damage per tick, per hit, whatever you want to call it, and that's pretty standard. However, I'll tell you, the rest of his abilities are nowhere near standard. So I'd say this is a very high damaging move, and like, remember, this guy doesn't have an awakening. Boom, 30 damage. Scrape is definitely a good move, and that actually stuns your opponent for about 0.5 seconds after you use it. So remember, that'll come in handy. I'll show you that when we get to the combos. Okay, now his plant pots, this is his ranged ability. If I use this, boom, you throw some plant pots, bang, that's going to do 15 damage if all of those connect. Sometimes it'll do 10 or only 5 if some of them miss, but it's usually pretty reliable, and it's not on too long of a cooldown, so I think that's pretty good. And now, my favorite ability in his kit, there's no escape. Now peep this, you just scrape the air, boom, they come closer to you, and then you can just put them into like a freaking M1 combo, into a barrage, whatever you want, you know, he's dead, just straight dead. It's like, that move, it creates some toxic combos, and it can be used really crazily. So next we have his Erasure Barrage, which is actually another barrage move, but this one also has knockback at the end of it, so it's not a combo extender. So because of this, I actually thought that this character was cheeks. I was like, what the hell? I was in the Discord, I was about to say rework Okuyasu, but remember, this guy got some crazy combos and I just didn't know how to use him. So next we have his Oi Josuke, and I'm actually gonna go over here and take some damage because this is a healing move, and it heals a decent amount, but it is on a pretty high cooldown. So you just tap it once and you heal a good chunk of your health. So it's definitely a good move overall because it's a healing move, and you can just run away and heal, and it's gonna be really toxic. So I'm gonna show his block breakers now. So for his barrage, blockable, but his scrape is not a block breaker, but it goes through block. So if I use the scrape right now and boom, and then there's the stun, the little stun I told you after that happens after there. Now his plant pots, that's blockable. But okay, so there's no escape. Even if they block, they still come closer to you, so I guess you can use that directly into your scrape, which is just really toxic. And before I was like, oh, this sucks, man, they can just block my pull move, but I was like, man, the stuff you can create with that is pretty crazy. So your Erasure Barrage, and if you use that, you can block the first few, and then the last one is going to be a block breaker, in which obviously you can put someone into a combo after that. So that's all of his moves, and honestly, when like, again, like, this guy takes skill. Like, he is he's no joke if you know like how to outplay people and what to do, like, especially because he can heal, and I think that's what took him from A tier to an S tier character. So yeah, this guy is definitely crazy. Okay guys, and now let's get to his combos. And the basic combo, one in which I like to do personally. Now remember, I said you can use this in basically any real order, so long as you remember that a lot of your moves have knockback and you will have to roll into people or utilize your force. So what I'm gonna do, the very first thing, I'm gonna M1, 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 and then after the third one, I'm gonna use my Erasure Barrage. Now I could roll into that and then continue it that way, but after that I'm gonna immediately M1 them after I pull them closer to me, use scrape because it has a stun, and I'm gonna use my barrage after that. Now that is one combo you can do that's pretty basic, but obviously your things require knockback, or they have knockback, so it's like it's not a true combo that your opponent could outplay you in the middle of it. So this is what you can also do. So you can use your barrage and then your 4, and then you have to use it like directly after, and then immediately use your scrape, and then they'll be stunned, put them over here, and then you put them in a barrage. So like that is going to be a good combo. It's not going to do as much as the other one, but it's more reliable. Now your plant pots, they do have startup like this, that's why I'm not putting them in any combo, but that's just something you use when you see your opponent is not blocking, or you're just trying to catch someone that's running away. Okay guys, so now what if your opponent is blocking? So the blocking combo in which I like to use is, so because your only real block breaker, and not even at that, is scrape, you need to start it off with either just straight block breaking them with your M1s, or using your erasure barrage like this, and then you have to do this in this order because remember, I'll show you in a second. So once the barrage ends, you need to pull them, because see, if I only had my erasure barrage, I'd have nothing to do because that wouldn't go through his block, but since the scrape goes through his block, I'm able to continue it like that. So that's the blocking combo you can do. It does a decent amount, but it all depends on if you can get the last erasure barrage off. So really, this guy, there's a lot of different things you can do, and you shouldn't really be trying to do one combos with him, that though he definitely can. I think you should more be trying to play to like your abilities and countering your opponent. I'd say he's more a counter character like that. Like if someone's blocking, you just want to boom, and then you want to use your scrape. Like you don't always have to combo them, just do something simple like that. Like it doesn't have to be a straight combo, like just like that, and then half their health is gone. So it's like it's just simple stuff and the utility of that. And then if you're low, you run away and then you just go heal. So it's like, yeah, Okuyasu definitely S tier. And now we are into the PvP portion where I dub over some gameplay and break down how I fight. So as you can see, I'm using Okuyasu and fighting a Caesar, a new character which I wasn't too used to fighting. So immediately, see how I jump in an M1, and I should have gone with my barrage, but my erasure barrage works just fine because even if he blocked, it would have gotten him. And you see, because I saved my barrage, I'm able to roll into another combo there. So as you can see, my scrape, it does get cancelled. You have to use it at mid-range and hope that they come to you, even though it's your only block breaker. That's why I took so much damage there. So another thing I'm doing, as you can see, it's relentless pressure, because if you noticed, I'll always have a combo extender off cooldown simply because he is a character that needs to charge his Hamon, and my character is just, the cooldowns are not too long for most things. I'm just using my scrape, but as you can see, I'm just missing him, and what actually killed him there was the plant pot. So what you need to take away from this is the scrape. You really need to time it, because that is your 30 damage move, and it's basically your only block breaker, your only reliable block breaker. So it's best that you use it with your There Is No Hope, as I just did right there. And as you can see, now I'm putting him into a heavy combo. This is going to do over half of his health. I use his plant pot, so he's like just about dead already, and he just spawned back in. See, it's just relentless pressure. You have to keep pressuring them with your abilities. Now, I should have been healing, but I completely forgot that Oi Josuke was even a move. I was just too in the heat of the moment, just fighting, just going crazy. So as you can see, even if you're low health, with Okuyasu, you just really have to outplay people and you will usually win. I'm looking around, checking my surroundings. I know he's gonna drop down. He made the excuse that he's on mobile, even though he's not even. And so I come over here. I try to do this combo again, but I should have used scrape immediately, and you see I miss it right there. So basically what killed me is I was too slow. You have to be fast. You need precision when you're playing this character. So I bring him close, and then I use my scrape, and it actually hits that time because I timed it properly. Then I can use my erasure barrage and even roll into another one of my regular barrages. So that's just a lot of damage, and that's a basic combo. I just think it's just great to do if you have your abilities off cooldowns, and he gets retired for the last time. The match ends and I've won. Yo guys, so that is your complete guide to Okuyasu. So let me know what you guys think of this character, and I definitely think he is top tier. He's really fun to use. I'm definitely going to be using him in ranked because this is a 1v1 character, probably not all that crazy in 2v2s, though he can still be used, or in just like the publics, but this is going to be a great 1v1 character just because his entire kit is just amazing. So guys, if you like this, remember, like the video, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.